Hey, what's up guys? Hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I'll be going over how I set up my Bible for engraving, and this is the ESV version, Study Bible, and it kind of has this like faux leather that I'll be engraving. And this is actually my daughter's Bible. After seeing my Bible engraved, she wanted one as well, so we went to the Hobby Lobby and picked this one up. I think it was about 40 bucks or so, and so I will be engraving this for her. And let me show you guys, because another viewer had a question about how I set this up, so let me go over the exact steps, and hopefully this helps you guys out as well. So the first thing I do is I level out the Bible. So again, this is the Xtool S1, and I make sure that it's as level as it can be. So I check it with the crosshair there and there. So the first thing that I do is I go here and I choose laser flat user defined material, and I find the distance. And I pick somewhere right in the middle here. There was a little discrepancy there, so I have to reset the sensor. Once that is done, we'll measure the distance right here. Okay, so that gets us the distance to the actual item. And then the next thing that I do is I go over to start marking, click rectangle. This will tell me or allow me to set the area where I want to engrave. And again, I'm going to go to about right there. Oh, let's try that again. Rectangle, mark right here. That's one mark. Down here. Push. Okay, good. And that allows me to have a visualization of the area that I have to engrave in. And then the next thing that I do is I would import the image. Okay. This one we are doing Fruit of the Spirit. I'll select engrave here. And we will zoom it in so you can see it better. Right here. We need to make sure we group all this together for now. And let's make it a little bit smaller. Make sure it's right in the center here. Okay. All right. Fruit of the Spirit, Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 to 23. There we go. And before I engrave, let me see. Let me go through my little journal here. Everything that I do, I actually write it in my little a little book, a little journal with all the settings that I've used. So in case I have to redo something, I can just pull it up again. What I do need to do first is, this is all grouped, but I need to combine it and then unite so that all the separate pieces are made as one SVG, so that when the laser goes across, it doesn't do each individual letter as its own SVG. It just takes a lot longer. So for something like this, it's better to just combine it like what I just did, hit combine and then unite it. And the next thing I will do is to go to power. The settings for this little faux leather type of material on this Bible would be, I've been using 25% power, 220 speed, and 1 pass with this amount of lines per centimeter, 100 lines per centimeter. And before we begin, I always like to frame. Okay, you hit frame and it will hit frame, then hit this button and it'll show you exactly where that spot will be. Let's see, do I like that? I think it's not even, so let me move it over a little bit. Let's just slide it over just a tad bit. Hit frame again. Go back to the machine. There we go. I think that's a little bit more balanced. Okay, I'm happy with that. Go back to the computer again. Click framing. Just double check. 25% power, 220 millimeters per second. Happy with that. I'll click process. Make sure that the image is correct here. The SVG is correct. And then close the lid on the machine. And we hit the start button and it'll process everything. And once it's processed and it says ready, then what we will do is just start the program and let it run. Well, that is it. It came out of the laser machine and the process is done. And I added this little engraving of my daughter's name there too. But I think it turned out really nice. I think what I will need to do next is to, I'll see if she likes it like this, because this is just a straight engraving into this faux leather. But with my Bible, I ended up painting the spaces on the inside here. So here I am going to use this Apple Barrel matte black acrylic craft paint, and I will be painting it into these spaces here, and then I will be wiping away the paint quickly with just some isopropyl alcohol here. I just have some disposable paintbrushes here and a super awesome happy birthday plate here. You can do that. Let's see, how will this work out? Yeah. All right, so that's the general idea. Let me finish everything up and then I'll show you guys how it turns out. Here's a little helpful tip. I found that some Clorox wipe works really good to get any of the excess paint off. So you can see right here, I kind of smudged it all over the place, but the Clorox wipe seems to be doing the job of getting that off. So let's see in a little bit when I clean everything off. Let's see how it turns out. As you can see, I could scrub pretty vigorously without causing too much issues or bleeding into the paint itself. Just make sure that if it gets too wet, to take a dry piece of paper or paper towel and wipe it off before too much of the solution from the Clorox wipe gets into the inner parts of the letters. But it seems like it's doing okay even if I scrub pretty hard around it, so don't be shy. So there it is. This is the final product. Fruit of the Spirit, Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 to 23, with all the fruits of the Spirit there. And I think it turned out really well. I like the black paint on the inside. It does make it pop a whole lot more. But if you don't like that, just keep it the way that it came out outside of the laser, and it'll look something like this. This came with the purchase of the Bible. But I like it black, so we did this. All right, I hope that helped, and I will see you guys in the next one.